Microphone. Right, everybody. Good evening. I have an absolute weird feeling of time. It feels like it's 4 o'clock, but I know it's 7 o'clock in my world here. Can you hear me? For a minute, I thought you couldn't hear me. I see my microphone moving, so please tell me you can hear me. I did say hello and then realized I didn't see anything moving. I was like, microphone. But yeah, good evening. Yeah. Oh, the summer is the summer has started and now it's like it's so light that it doesn't feel 7 o'clock. The time went so fast. Yeah, did you get your thunderstorm? We had a mini thunderstorm. It was literally 2 flashes and 2 bangs, and that was it. And that I had an amber alert for that. Like, oh, be careful, strong winds. We had some rain today. Spit and spattered, but that's about it. So I had to go out today because I didn't do my shopping yesterday because I was a bit nice. Good to hear. Because I needed a new suitcase. Because next week on the Wednesday and next week on the Saturday there will be no stream. You'll have to entertain yourself for a little bit. Yeah. Same here. Like it literally, like an hour ago, it just literally went, "Hi, rain, done," and now it's sunny again. But yeah, I needed to buy a suitcase because the one I had that I took to another event in Edinburgh died. But I had it for a very long time and it survived quite a lot. So for a Primani suitcase, it was pretty good. So yeah, so next week, no stream. Hey, Henrik! No problem. I want pizza now. I only have pizza on Saturdays. Yeah, so next week. So I will be streaming this Saturday. I'm not going anywhere till Friday. But I know myself. I'm going to stress because I am so underprepared for this event. So I want to stress. So I'm not going to stream on Wednesday because I know I will just be stressing my head off. And then the Saturday, of course, I'm in London. And then I'll be back on Sunday. So I'm off Monday, Tuesday as well. So I may stream a random stream. I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to feel. Last time after Edinburgh, I was pretty ill. That's another thing. I need to go and get a COVID shot. Because I think that might be worth seeing that I'm going to be around about 3,000 people in a plane and all that sort of stuff. So it might be good to get a COVID boost because there's different variations up now. It's been a while. But so yeah, and then I'll be back on Wednesday. So what I did do off stream. Yeah, I realized that as well. I think it's 7 to 14 days, so it might be worthless. I will have to see. I just don't want to be ill. So I stopped last week because I was getting to a point where I was like, I didn't. But I have in the meantime put it all together. So I will show you in the other screen. But what I'll do. So today, like it says in the title, we'll be doing the sleeve. I think it's 7 to 14 days, but yeah. So I don't know. I will have to chat with the doctor tomorrow. That's the lovely thing about being privately insured here in Poland. I can just have a chat with a doctor. So it's all together. But we need to amend it. It does look really cool with those little ruffles. Maybe I can make a little butt ruffle. Not a big one like this, but like a little one. But we need to change the front to a point, and we need to change the back so it doesn't have these little pointies. But like the title says, today I am going to try on the sleeve, because 9 out of 10 times I need to lengthen sleeves because I've got long arms. For change, I've cut out the patterns, so you're not gonna watch me you're not gonna be bored watching me trying to trace the pattern. So, and do you go this way? I think you go this way, don't you? Or are you going on here? I need to check the pattern. Which way round this goes. Because that one doesn't make sense. So maybe it does. No, it doesn't. Oh, it does. It's that way around, I think. Anyways, I will have to put I'll put one sleeve together. I don't need to do two. I'm not wasting any more fabric. But we'll draw a cut out and sew together the sleeve and see how that goes, and if I need to lengthen it. And then we'll do all the amendments. And then if I have time, we can take it apart and make the changes. I know I can't fully because I've not got my sports bra and binder on, so I can't even fit it that way properly. We will see where far we get, and then otherwise we can think about something else too. I can show you some other stuff. Button placements, things like that. So a lot of things that we can go and do today. But yeah, 9 and 10 times I have to lengthen sleeves, and also I need to figure out whether because it's quite tight on her arm. So I might have to make amendments on how tight it is, and seeing as that to get your arm through and have the arm quite close, because it needs to be able to that the fabric stays up here, that it doesn't go down. So it needs to be quite tight. So I probably have to make buttons or something on the edge of the sleeve as well, and we'll do a close-up because the sleeve has some intricate details on there as well, so we might be able to have a look at that and see if we can draw them out on the pattern. So there's a couple of things we can do, probably enough for 3 hours at least. So but yeah, here we go. So here we go. It's a 2-part sleeve. I'm not sure why. Let's have a look on there. It's probably because it's a jacket, so the sleeves are going to be quite wide. Okay, we will have to have a look. But first of all, we need to draw them out. Please fit. Don't tell me you can't fit on here. God damn it. Oops. Are you still working? Sure. Okay. Is this piece long enough? Whoops. Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. Oh yeah, definitely. Right. There we go. I really need to move my mouse because I keep things keep happening on my screen. Here we go. Right. Oh, I can finally, so. I just wanted to show as well, I have this new little thingy. Goink, 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 goink. This is a pattern notcher. Whee! Huh, did you not take? God damn it. Come on. Oh well. So, it's easier to line up things and make marks. Oh, I didn't realise you can actually see through them, so you can actually make sure you're on the right place. Okay. Okay, any others? No? Right. Okay. Probably works better on my cardboard. There you go. See, and I can make a mark and a mark. I have a feeling it's going to be a bit wide, but I need to still be able to move my arm. That's over there, and I need to mark the lengthen line. I might have to take some width out of the shoulder because it does look like it's very puffy. I might want to change it to make it one piece sleeve, so that there's just one seam running around. But we'll have a look and see how this goes. Because then I have to look into another piece, another pattern. Oh, not just. There. And there's one here. Okay. Any others? No. Okay. Right. Don't move it! Don't move it! Okay. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of volume in here. Right. Right, there we go. Voila. 2-part sleeve. Dun dun. Wow. I'm not sure how much metal this is. This song. It's one of those songs again that I'm like. So. Why is pretzel not working? Huh. I just realized that pretzel rock is not working. Not that I don't mind them, like. Okay. Alright. Try not to put my scissors on the floor because it's so noisy on the table. Right. You go there. Okay. Right. Once. Okay. Right. And the last bit. Here we go. So these two go together here. Get my pins. Yeah. Oh yeah, they're roomy. They're not shirt sleeves. They're pretty much jacket sleeves. So I will have to, once they're together, putting them in the thing. Making the sleeves together is not too much of a problem. Putting them in is a ball ache. Right. Yoink. Come on. Let's put one side together, and then we'll do the other side. Oh, yes, because I did something else that required very slow sewing. So yeah, maybe once we've put this together, I can have a look, make them smaller, and then maybe make them into one, because I think that makes it easier. No, not sure. Do Victorian shirts have double sleeves? Don't put it in my tea. Okay. No. Right. And that line up the other side. There's a mark here. Where's the mark on the other side? Huh. Okay, hang on a sec. That's not... Okay. Am I missing a mark? That feels pretty right. Just going from how I know patterns normally go together, so... Well, I guess I must have missed a mark somewhere. But they go together, so that's alright. Right. This is almost a straight. Oh, what? What's going on here? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Helps if we put this down. Come on. Almost. There we go. Also, okay, so that's interesting. That's actually tighter than I expected. It's tighter on the shoulder than it is on the arm. So actually that's not too bad. I mean, normally there's like a hem, so I need to make it longer. But it feels tighter than I expected it to be. Then again, I do have muscular upper arms. Right, yeah. So, which side do I need to put this in? Somewhere there's marks. It's a single mark. So oh, I didn't put the markings on. I'm an idiot. No wonder that I don't. Yeah, markings. I put the side markings in, but not the top markings, because you have points on the sleeve where you have to put them together. So let's put those in. Should have done it when they were flat. It would have been so much easier. So, are there any markings here that I needed to look at? Yes, there's a square. Square there. Any other markings in the middle? No, it's the other one. The top sleeve, that's the important part, because you have to ease it in. So you have to ruffle the top. You go flat here. So there's a circle here. That's one of the ease areas. And there's the top. So I have to line that up as well. And then there's the other circles there. Make this marking a little bigger. Alright, everybody's back. Right. So, I always have to think. So you have to put it in right sides together, right? Right, yes. Hit her, turn it inside out again. Right, so let's see if it's this side or the other side. There's one marking there. There's one marking there. That's so where's the marking on this one? Is it on that side or on that side? It's on that side. So if I put this in, that would line up. Okay, it is this side. So now comes the hard part. I might have to quickly read and make sure that I do this right. Did read it quickly, but okay, yes, we need to E-stitch. And square to the side seam. What was it taken? The square to the side. Okay, okay. I need to stay stitch, which stay stitch is funny. It's like just 2 lines of really long stitches, so that you can make it smaller and fit it in the armhole. Between this one and this one, isn't it? Yes. Does it say anything about distance? Between the nudges. I know there's a notch here, but where's the other notch? I don't see another notch. Am I blind? There's supposed to be 2 notches here. There's one. One there, and one there. God damn it, I hate patterns sometimes. Huh. Is it 2 notches? I only see 1. Were there 2 there? Probably. I didn't draw them properly. Oh well. So, pretty sure the 2 notches are after the seam allowance. So, Okay. So what you're doing is making a very without a stop, without going backwards, making very long lines, because that way you can I should make 2 lines, but I'm just going to do 1 for ease, because this is not the That's a long stay stitch. Jesus. And just stop. So now you can actually pull the wire and make it fit. Right, making sure. I hate sleeves. If I can avoid them, I will avoid them. Large circles, okay. So is there a 2? A 2, yes. So 2 is on, yeah, excellent. Okay, so circle, and where's the other circle? There. Okay. The square goes on the side seam. Okay, that's here. Come here. Okay. Put 2 pins this way. And then there's some notches to measure out. Oh, there's one. Okay. I should, you know, iron the seams, but it's like, it's a mock-up. Why would I do difficult things? Come on, open up. Because it's easier if you're flat. Okay. You go that way, you go that way. Excellent. Okay. And then there's notches on the other side. Nudges, nudges, yes. That doesn't really work. That's a lot of... Huh. I will line you up, and then we will figure out. Oh, that's what the problem is. Oh, okay. I think that makes more sense. Something's not right here. Okay. Something doesn't fit right. Yeah, it doesn't look like this. Feels like this should be shorter. Here. We will have a look. Because that should mark there. So. That's confusing. So, the thing with sewing is you have to match the notches. So there's notches here, and there's notches on the sleeve here. But either the sleeve is not long enough, because this doesn't line up. They're like that much apart. So something's wrong here. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Let me have a look. Huh. Something's not right there. Something's not right there. Ah, fucking French side. Huh. Because I accidentally hit my microphone again and switched it off. No, I just the microphone has a top button to on do it on and off, and I must have hit it. That does sometimes happen. That's why I have exclamation mark mic. But while I was putting in the sleeve, I realized that one of the side parts is not in right because it doesn't line up properly. So I need to take a part apart. See if I can fix that. Which is really annoying. But yeah, that does happen sometimes. That's why I have the command exclamation mark mic, because I have sometimes I turn it off when I'm doing the be right back, so you can't hear me, doing shit. Yes, so we are making a mock-up. So it's just from a simple cheap fabric. It's usually unbleached cotton. This is actually bleached because they didn't have any unbleached. So to try and test for fit, and if I make any mistakes, then I make it rather on this fabric, a cheap fabric, than the actual fabric that I'm going to use. Especially since I'm going to be using an expensive wool. So it's easier to go and try on things first and make any amendments, because nobody's a standard size. Nobody's a standard size, especially not me. But also I know, for instance, for this pattern that I have to make changes, because the way the front has 2 points like this, but since the chest armor is 1 point, I want to make 1 point as well. So, as if the armor is following the top. But yeah, now trying to unpick and see what went wrong here, because it should just make a nice oval for the armhole, and it's not. Yeah, so as soon as I've made all the changes, like if I need to make them sort somewhere, need to take it out, need to take it in, any changes in the form, then I can make that change on the paper and then use the paper to actually cut the actual fabric. I also need to look into lining. I need to just probably line it with cotton, because although it's light wool, it's still wool. But I also want to, in one way, keep it one layer. But I'll have to have a look into it. It'd be nicer if it has a lining. Right, where's the mark that I was talking about? It did feel weird here how I had to try and figure it out. There, it's the mark. Come on. And this is also why I sew with a contrasting thread. So if I have to take it apart, it's easier to see. So every time I do a mock-up, if it's white fabric, I'll use a black thread or a red thread, whatever I have lying around. And this seam ripper, it's missing its little ball on the top, so it doesn't do the seam ripping like it's supposed to. I really should buy some more. I had 3, I can't find 2 of them. Right, so, yes, there are the marks. Okay. Okay. Let's clean the edges up. Right. So, if I line these up properly, so how am I supposed to line this? Are you going all the way there? No, it shouldn't be. Looks like it's a straight line, but it's curved. Have I made a mistake somewhere? See, I did it again there. At least this time I felt it. So, flaps go that way, because that's the way that flaps have to go. Because come on. Damn it! Alright. That's... No. I thought I got it. God damn it. I really just have to face the fact and put my glasses on. Come on. Can I? Yeah, now it's better. Right, okay. Right. So how am I supposed to stitch this straight? Like that? 'Cause that would make more sense. Okay. Oh, so maybe this way around. Let's try this. No, because that will still make... Have I done something wrong here? Where's 16? That's a sleeve, that's a sleeve. Oh, I didn't grab the freaking other patterns, did I? Give me a second. I'm just... It's gonna... Oh no, let the art start and then I'll... It needs to be there. There's something wrong here. Or does it mean to go to here? That doesn't make sense. I have a feeling I made a mistake somewhere. This is really annoying. How do they line up? They don't make sense. Right, while the ad's going, I'm just going to quickly do this. Muted my mic again. So, here we go. So, that does look like it's got more of a curve, or not. I need to be on 20. So yeah, it doesn't look like this. So do I have a small piece? Small piece. Have I thrown all the small pieces? Ah, here we go. Didn't throw them away, I put them aside. Right, okay. So let's put... I can find the other scissors! Okay. Put the tape on and draw this again. Right, you go over there. I've made some more mistakes here, I think. Okay. Right, let's... Okay, so let's see if I... So that's... And then... Yeah, so that has to have slightly more of a curve. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Don't care too much about that because we're not going to use that anyway. So, I did make a mistake. That's the problem when the line that you have to cut. I'd rather have lines that are like different colors that you can follow instead of this like, especially the corners are broken because it's a striped line, and that causes sometimes the corners to not be right. So, is this right now? You go on there. And then on there. Yeah, okay, so we're missing that point. I've amended it. Ooh, I'm going to try and fold this malarkey up again. Okay. I hate folding this shit. Okay. You go in there. There you go. Kinda. I always try and keep them all together. So they fit back into the envelope. It's a nightmare not to do that. Right, so based upon this new little bit, oh, and I did it on the wrong sleeve, but that's okay. I'll have to take this apart a little bit so that we can take it from there. I'll put my glasses back on because I really should do that. Because yes, I need reading glasses. Right, so we open it up from here. I hear French. Okay. Okay. When I have redone this, hopefully the sleeve will be able to fit in without issues. And now we can test it. Make sure I can raise my arm above my head because, you know, quite essential with this character. So, yoink, and yoink, and yoink. Yeah, man. I really need to get a new seam ripper. Thing is, these things are so cheap, I need to just go walk in a shop, but I don't have a haberdashery near me. What's with the fucking non-metal music here? Fuck. Thing is, my brain just if I don't like it, my brain just kind of just switches off in my head. It's only occasionally when it just drones through that I'm like, oh yeah, I should have just skipped this because it's not great. Fucking barking dog of the neighbours. Right. Now, I wonder if I put this one and this one now on Does it make... Well, that point needs to line up with that point. Still is a bit off, but that point needs to go with that point. That's for sure. Okay. So that's 4. This is 16. So let's line you up. If I know where that one lines up, then I need to know that this is this one. So this point lines up with that point then. Like that. No. Let me put a mark where got that. Hi Zane. My brain is breaking because I can't figure this out. Just doesn't look the same as the freaking picture. Master French. Don't speak French. Well, I understand it. Well, yeah, true. It's just the way it's lined up here, it just makes no sense. How do you line... That's the same width. That needs to go there. And then like this. Because that doesn't... Well, that makes sense. No, it doesn't. It needs to go there. It's just... So that point needs to line up with that point. Because that does show it to be directly underneath those two marks. So oh, I'd cut that off, didn't I, just there? So if I put that there, that's... It still makes a weird... That will fit better with this. Right, let's try this and see if that works, because I don't know anymore. God damn! Yes, I'm a seamstress, but I hate sleeves! So, yeah, let's try. Huh. It does look like it's just a straight line according to the picture. So you go there, you go there. Right. Oh. Oh. Not go over the fucking pins. Well, I am now, but yeah. Right, so does that make a better armhole? Kinda. Didn't grab this point, but that's fine. Ah! Ah, come here. Alright, maybe that will work. Can I now reach that without it looking like a freaking issue? It's a little bit better, but it's still... Normally the underarm is the stuff that is... I'm gonna just straighten it out and we'll see. Because normally that's the one point that's always the same. So I have another dot here. And another dot here. You guys go together. See, now we need to go and adjust this. So, and then there's a dot here and a dot there. You and you. And now we have to try and pull the threads to go and make it fit. Hang on, it's. See, I knew it was too far. I could have gone it from here to there. So, can I pull? And this is why I usually use 2 threads, because if it breaks, then you're fucked. So I have to be very careful pulling this. And then hold it here and move you upwards. That's not really doing anything. Can I? Why? Okay, slowly moving. So try and. Oh, actually, that's quite getting there. A little bit more. Okay, have I got that in the right size? Looks like it. Right, let's put a pin. And now trying to fit this in. Okay. Okay, we need to wrong one to pull. Need the other one. Where is it? There it is. Ah, why don't you pull? Probably because this is a straight pin instead of a vertical. Here we go. It's interesting that that top is not on the top of the. Okay. Oh, sleeves! Why? Why? I hate sleeves. I don't want to do sleeves. How am I going to get this? Okay, I have an idea. Where's my... This lines up, so I don't know why I went all the way down. It should have gone from this top here, so... Okay. Ah! Come on. You fit. I don't need to feed you. Okay. Right, so... And cut you there. Well, then I can pull you just from this area. Right. Ah! This is... Eesh. Right. Okay. Let's move you around a little bit. A little bit more. Okay. That might work. All right. Right, well, have a see how this goes. Ah! And that's why I usually have this part loose. Because normally if you have something that's long, you have the table on it. But if you have a sleeve, you need to be able to go yoink in between. Now, let's see how this goes. Let's maneuver you in place. Right, slow you down a tiny bit. Oh, this is going to be so annoying. Okay. Make sure that it doesn't get stuck underneath, because then it goes and pulls. Come on. Alright. Okay. Get in there. too bad, I guess. Hopefully, when I take it out, it actually, you know, it's some sort of a good looking sleeve. I have no idea at the moment. Oh, come on. Oh, see, it's got stuck. Oh. Where is it stuck? Hopefully, it will go around. Yeah, come on. And back to the beginning. Now, moment of truth. Have I done this correctly? Well, it's attached. It's, you know. Oh, that is a. And it doesn't look too bad. Now, let's see if it fits my shoulders, because 9 out of 10 times that's what never fits. Oh, it actually does. Let me see. Right, let me... So, I know, it kind of worked. And that sits over there, so that's fine, because normally they sit here. The only problem is, it's... So if I hold the jacket close. Yeah, see, that's my problem. I can't... I mean, it's kind of there. Oh, the shoulder pads are recommended to go in. But I can't lift my hands higher than this. I can't go up. So it's tight somewhere. Yeah, I can go up here and then it's tight. So I need to redo this probably. But yeah, because I mean it's really like here. And these sleeves here are too wide. We need to think of the fact that it needs to go in. Because they're pretty much tied around her arm, like that. Because I can almost take out that whole piece to make them go all the way close. Of course, if I need to put buttons in, So that needs to be tightened. But then I need more space here. It's there. This part is too tight here. Because first when I looked at it, I looked at here and I went, oh, that's quite wide and that should be alright. But now I'm like, it's this part that's too tight here. And that's where the fucking fourth. Yeah, so it's too tight here, this part. I think it's this part here. Because where's the side seam? This is the side seam, isn't it? Yeah, this is the side seam. So that's, yeah. So the back is... Where's the back seam? There. So yeah, it's my back because the side seam is not in the middle. So the back seam here. This is my spine, and this is the back. So okay. Okay. So I'm wondering, the side seam is there. Huh. So, plan of attack. I'm not sure now. I can do two things. I can make the size bigger. So I felt it fit me, but then again, I was wearing, when I tried it on, it fitted far better, and but I was wearing my binder and sports bra. Huh. Right, let's do some changes that I need to do anyway before I'm gonna do any size thinking. Because also there's a the the seams are a centimeter and a half. Random question. Last week I photographed a public event where people are looking for and cataloging bees? Alright. I don't know, does it need to be more populated? Is my question. Just different bees. Oh, you mean populated with bees instead of populated with people? I think that, yeah. I don't think that's a problem. Let's copy a couple of bees and go. Right. Cyclops eggs. Trying to figure out this side goes together. Right. Sorry, my mind is going a million times an hour trying to think of how I'm going to solve this issue. Because it needs to be bigger. But I can also just make the seam allowances smaller. But I wonder how that will change things like the sleeve area. Just trying to figure out how this is supposed to look. So I can put you there. There we go. I think that's the way it's supposed to look. Ah, yes, so that's okay. Is that what it's supposed to look like? Yeah. So it's got these pleats. And I might find this one really cute, but I don't think I need these. So can I? If I do this, it'll look weird. Right, let me try that. Oh, making sure I don't put any of my pins in the wrong place because my cat loves my pins. So if I put this here. And then I want to fold this flap here so that it goes straight. I think that might look nice. Yeah, I think that's better. Looks a bit weird and now. But then just to have a little flap here, this flap. But not this long one. So let me make those amendments. So first of all, let's sew that through. So let's start making some of the amendments and then I can start thinking about what I'm going to do with the size. Right. Ow. Stop myself, as always. Oh, yeah, I can do it. Okay, so now I can just... paste that. Let's see my break. Okay, it's fine. So now I just cut it straight from there. Just cut this off. I think that works. What is the side seam? This is the side seam. Oh my god! A raid! Sleeves! Well, you're talking about sleeves, so that's very appropriate. Welcome everybody, welcome to my asylum. We are doing some sewing, which is not going the greatest. However, we will get there. Because we're changing the pattern the way it looks to make it slightly different. Because, you know, this pattern has butt ruffles. And I don't need butt ruffles in this shirt. Although, by the way, yes! I just saw you great. It's like, well, this is appropriate. We have working on sleeves. So, for those of you who don't know, I am working on this 2 cosplays at the moment. I'm working on this Artillery Witch, which is from Crusade, which is a tabletop game, quite new. And it's very grim dark. And I saw this image and I was like, I really want to do that one. So this is the one that we're working on. And then on Saturdays, I'm also working on a Sisters of Battle. Because, you know, why not have all the freaking big ones? So if you have any questions, let me know. Also, for those of my channel, if you don't know sleeves, if I can type this correctly, they are also a crafter, and I did see her. You were what were you working on? I saw it and I forgot. I saw you streaming, but because I was busy trying to get ready myself, I can't remember what you were doing because my brain is completely gone at the moment. But yeah. Oh yes. Yeah, I remember now. Yes. I need to pick up cross stitching again. I haven't done that in so long. But yeah, I've been so busy with everything else because, you know, deciding to make 2 big cosplays. Why not? So the problem we found with the jacket at the moment is that the back is too small. Now, the only thing I can think of now is that I'm not wearing what I'm supposed to be wearing. No problem. I fed mine before I left, before I started streaming. Because I know she will demand food as well otherwise. No, thank you so much for the raid. Make sure you take care of yourself. Yeah, I'm wondering if I should take a break and put on what I'm supposed to be put on. So that I actually wear what I'm, because I've reduced my chest a lot with the binder and the sports bra, and that might work. Right, let me just put this part in again so that that's working again, because I made a mistake there. Yoink. Right, so and the last pin. Oh, this is so not fitting. I will have to work on that. Oh, god damn it. Wrong fucking screen. Here we go. Now you can see. Where is my scissors? Okay. Okay, because I have a feeling that it might fit when I'm wearing what I'm supposed to be wearing underneath. So I made the amendment so that now, instead of just having this weird pointy bit, it's now straight, and I've removed this flap. How do you think that works? And then, so that, where's the side seam? There. So it goes down. Oh yeah, that works. That works. Now we need to still make the change in the front, because at the moment, if you can see, so there's a point here, but on the armor for the artillery witch, the front armor goes at a point in the front, so the point goes here. It's also pretty long, and I need it to be shorter because I don't want it to see. So I was thinking, where's the waist? About there, isn't it? And has to go over there, but then it's here. It's too long. So do I have to just make it shorter in general? I might have to make it shorter. And this is the problem when you live in your own, because you can't have someone like tell them like, I'm putting this on, can you mark where like this starts? So the skirt's gonna sit on my waist, and it needs to be just a tiny bit smaller than my waist, so it's on my hip bones. I should have drawn on this, didn't I, when I had it on before. I think, looking at this, that this is the hip flare. Shall I just draw? And we can put it on. Right. I need to do that in front of them. This was a really badly planned stream. I have to apologize, especially since I've got a raid. I think I'm just trying to remember what I was thinking when I was putting this on and trying on, when I just put it together. I think it was something like this. No, it needs to be higher. Hang on a sec. It needs to be. See, I still think it's about here. And then, but then I need to make. But then it becomes actually. Okay. That's going to be then a really small one. Yeah, I think I just need to just make it straight instead of trying to make a little butt ruffle. I mean, it's cute. It could be. Right, let's try that. I really should have worn. Let this be a lesson. Wear the undergarment you're going to wear while making a pattern, making a mock-up, because it's not going to fit the same. So let me switch. Oh, you can't see. God damn it. Yeah, it's too long. So, hang on. Make a different marker. Right, that better. Yes, that's visible. Okay. Can you see this marker? No, because it's green and I've got a green screen on. That doesn't help. I have a black fabric marker somewhere. Here it is. So, on the top, So where's that marker that I put in? So right, so does that, so now it's a point at the front, so that's alright. So is that long enough? Well, the jackets in the Victorian times were short. Oh, this is... That's about right. Yeah, I think that's about right. Doesn't need, if it's too long, then it's going to be visible. So, and we don't want it to be visible. I think that works. All right. Oh, God damn it. Helps if I can see. So if we make the front and the back the same height, so look at the markings on here. So I think that will work. If we then put this on the back seam, we can figure out okay, that actually gives you a little bit of a right, so I think we've got it. So yes, okay, it'll give a little bit of a butt ruffle, but I think that's nice. So that's the adjustment to make. Maybe no, I like this one better. It gives you a nice point at the back as well. Oh, excuse me. Right. That's at least that sorted out. So we have now changed to front to this point. And it goes up. I think I need to make this a little bit nicer. That way I can still have these. They'll just work that way. And then the same on the back. And then you got the little bit of a flap here. That makes it a bit nicer of a sort of a jacket. But yeah, I still don't know what to do exactly though about... Well, it probably fits if I actually wore what I need to wear. So if I've reduced my chest quite a lot while wearing the sports bra and binder. So I think I need to try that, the sleeve on with that on. But I might still have to look into making this part wider and this part smaller, because I need it to be all the way closed. Because in principle, when I was putting it together, I could almost pin this part closed. So another thing is, I should have probably made a picture of just the sleeve, because there's another thing in the sleeve that I need to put in. So, see if I can zoom in. Nah, that's still not getting anywhere. But yeah, it's pretty much quite tight around the arm. Then again, I don't need to have my hands all the way up here. I mean, as long as I can put the bomb up, you know. Oh, make you smaller. Go there again. Here we go. Because on the image you can't see it because I need to get a point up. But on the top part of the sleeve, I don't know if you know how the old-fashioned sleeves go, but there's like a bit here. It probably has to go this way. Like this, that puffs out, and it has like these vents. But I need to look into a little bit closer to how he's drawn it, because he's probably copied something. So it's either like little vents, or there's just, if I draw this here again, similar. And it's just a twist of fabric like that. I need to have a look at. There's a friend of mine who does a dandelion cosplay from The Witcher, and he has that kind of sleeve, like it's just twisted. And then there's all the detailing that has to go on. It's like on the top of the sleeve. It goes. It's a band. From what I remember. Hang on. I can. Let me see if I can. Oh yeah, it does look like it's just. Yeah, it looks like this. So there's a piece of fabric, or it's twisted on some way, and then there's another one. If you've got the elbow, there's another one here, and it's just like that. And then there is two lines of detailing, souttage, going like this. And there's two lines here. And then it's got like a trifoil detailing on the sleeve. So I think. Is that like this? I think it's like this. So, on the top of the sleeve, so principle, this is the top. So it's going. So. Just trying to see other pieces. So I think it's similar to that. So it goes out and has, and I can't draw to save my life, so you'll have to apologize. So and then it goes down. Right, maybe go into a point. Like that. So maybe not this part, but then these go. Something like that's got on the sleeve. Or maybe it's more like. And there's like a point here. Ah! Can't draw! I have a different coloured. Where's my green one? Really? Sometimes I wonder about myself here. I grabbed the black one. So. Actually, this side is better than the other side. This should have been here, here, here. I think it's something like this, from what I figure out. And maybe make something like whew, whew, whew. I think something like that is on the sleeve. Of course, you got the 2 lines. Is it on or on top? That stops. So stops through here. But it's something like this that's on the sleeve at detailing. So the soutache braiding. And on the side it has this. But I do think that's pretty much what I think I want to do. Or maybe instead of it just goes and then goes backwards. Something like that. I do like that. It feels military and also still Victorian. I just realised there's an ad break, so I'm just going to give it a second so everybody can see it in case there's more ads for everybody. Yeah, so I need to investigate how I can do this twirly bit. I don't have a program on this computer that can amend pictures, so I can't put up a zoomed in picture of the arm. But yeah, so I do think this is what kind of is on the arm on the inside, or actually on the side here. But it's got 2. This is just above the elbow, and this is like at the shoulder, literally at the shoulder seam here. So it's like a sort of a twisted. It looks like a twisted sort of fabric. I know I've seen, if you know Dandelion, the character from The Witcher. It does look like there's another one underneath there as well, but I think that we can just ignore that, because that's going to be... Yeah, there's one there. There's one there. So I have to figure out how to do that. So I might have to contact that Dandelion cosplayer that I know. Not sure if he's still in Poland. But I do like that. That really works. Around these. So we still have some stuff to do. But I'm very happy with how I drew top. The bottom as well. So I'm gonna have that here, and then at the bottom goes through. We still have a little bit of butt flap. I think that's quite cute. Make it into a point. It's gonna be a fucking nightmare to sew, but we will figure it out. Because the thing is, I will wear what I need to wear, try it on again, make sure that it really is not the right size. If the bodice fits, then it's probably just the sleeve that's too tight here. Then so that we can adjust the sleeve. But then we know the bodice is right, and we can just take it apart and have the bodice pieces ready for next time. So let's take those out. We can keep those pins away. But yeah, so, and we need to make the top of the arm smaller. So I'll have to have a quick read up on sleeve amendments. Because I know this is the right size here. If I put those together, that's... It's just weird without the bottom seam. But I do think, actually, that's the front. This is the back. So the front has a seam here. So I do think that we can use that and put the soutache braiding around that. Yes, I think that's what we're going to do. Also, one of the things that finally arrived now for the cape, but I'm wondering if I can also do that for the this blouse. Actually, no, I think the buttons are too big. Ooh. I think I need normal buttons. Now, I could have used the button gauge that they have for one of these, but I think I can do that myself. Actually, they are kind of the right size. But these are going to stick out a lot. So, because what these are not self-covering. It's covering buttons, so they're not going to stay this way. So what you do... And I've got a piece of fabric. Piece of fabric. Here we go. Let's take a piece of fabric. I think it's this way around. It's been a while since I've done this. And you do this. It needs to be smaller. Put it in there. And then you grab, oh, is that the, we got two? Oh, well, okay. Then you grab it back. And then it should that you grab this and you go, yeah. No, that doesn't work out. Needs to be. How do we do that again? How did I used to do that? I used to do this all the time because you can make buttons in the same size, same fabric that you're using. Like this then. And then on top, pretty sure it's this way around. Or maybe you have to bang it with a hammer. Because this doesn't stick. Please work. And that's this way around. Maybe I'm just not strong enough. But anyways. Oh, here we go. It worked. It will need to be a little bit better, but I have a different set to press it. So then you have a button that's covered in fabric. And for the cape, the frogging on the side, it has all the buttons and all the wine work. I'm thinking of using the buttons like this, because there's no way I'm going to find buttons that are going to match. So I'm going to probably cover them all. But yeah, that's really... So now you have a covered button. I have a better... At least I hope it's better. Probably too much fabric in there. Because this one actually came with templates. 18 milliliter, 15, that's the one. So you cut out that little circle. And do I have the... That's the 15. It's probably too much fabric. Here! Oh, that felt that it went in fully. Yeah, it's in fully now. If I can get it out. There we go. Yeah, that's so much better. And because I cut a square, I didn't cut a circle, so it's got a little bit of bunching on the side, but fully covered button. And that's going to be perfect for the cape. So I was right that this is the better. So close you up. And make sure I don't lose you guys. Oh, put that one in as well. But yeah, I'll grab the big button. Oh fuck! I just realised the big button box once we get to the point that we can put buttons in. For this one, I'll find enough buttons to put on. Come on, go in. You can go in there. You can go there. And I've got another sewing gadget. I've been buying sewing gadgets. So it looks weird, this, but this is so I can on the front mark where I want the buttons. So I can literally go, right, we start here, maybe this much. This many buttons, and then mark all off. And here you can see where the lines are, so you know how far you are, so you can compare, you can redo it again on the other side. But this is such a handy gadget. So maybe if I want this, so here, and then I can mark here, and then I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I want 10 buttons, for instance, I can do that, and then mark that one, and then mark that distance. Because all of them have markings of sizes and stuff. So it's one of those nice gadgets. But yeah, so we can get it. Always handy. Right. Okay. But yeah, I think I'm happy with this as well. How I drew this. Yeah, I do think that's because I have to put this on before I put the sleeve together, so that it's flat when I'm putting this on. I was wondering, maybe I can to continue the let me try and lay you flat, because they've got two seams here. Oh, hang on, let me use this one because I know that this one is the where I have drawn this area on. So put something here as well, because why have it just on the sleeves? I mean, we can do that on the back as well. I'm just looking at the skirt, the way the skirt was done. So something here. Like, at a minimum, like a... That's... Something here. And then maybe oh, this needs to be close. Oh no, hang on, I have an idea. That's so not symmetrical. Jesus fucking Christ. An artist I'll never be. Something like that. Because it's something that's on the cape. Maybe a try to there. No, I don't like that. But I do think something like this would work. And then I'm making myself more work, but I mean, There's so many different examples out there. I'm gonna have to look up a couple and see what I can do here. So yeah, I do think that's an option. Anyways, did we do a lot? We did some. But we made the amendments that we needed to do for the front and the back, for the bottom. Put the sleeve together and realised it's a bit tight at the top and a bit loose on the bottom. So we have to make that amendment. I need to have a look into that. But also the sleeve has these weird things that I need to look up how to do that, because it's no use. Well, as long as it fits, then we can use the pattern to make anything else. So this one is not here, it's actually all the way up here. So it's all the way up in the top. Literally here where it starts. So I will have to look into that. So probably by the time I'm back from London, I will be able to we will be able to go through and figure it out, fix the size of the sleeve, and I will have tried it on with the normal stuff that I wear underneath, which is the sports bra and the binder, and tell you whether it fits or if it's still tight. Because if it's still tight, we need to have a look at either going a size up or letting out some of the seams, because the seams are 1.5 centimeters wide. So there's play in there that I can do. So that's the plan. Figure out these weird things that are on the sleeve. Make that size bigger, that smaller. And that's in principle all we have to do, and then we can put it into the actual fabric. Oh, find buttons. But yeah, I do like also like the little detailing here to go through. Oh, the braiding is going to take us forever. But we have a plan of attack. We know now that works. I do think we have figured out this. That's pretty cool. So so let's see if we can raid someone. If not, it's gonna be end. And then it's gonna be 2 weeks before you see me again. No, actually, Saturday I'll be there. I'll be here doing my we'll work on the gusseted gloves. Saturday at 4. Then after that, the Wednesday I will not be streaming. And then the Saturday I won't be streaming because I'll be in London. And I won't be streaming the Wednesday because I'll be too stressed. I'll have not got the brain. Maybe I will, surprise myself and actually have worked out what I need to do. But most likely not. I know myself too well. Right, let's have a quickie look. Anybody I'm following? Oh! Going ape! We'll do that, probably. That might be an easy one. Oh, she's been up for 3 hours. I don't know if she's going to finish soon. Normally she doesn't. Right, that's an easy decision. Here we go. That's going to be one. I still have to figure out what I want to use, how I want to use it. So So I just have to figure out how I want to do it still. So it's the last thing. So as long as we've got the pattern down, we can go and do all the stuff. No problem. If I don't see you Saturday, yes, I will be back on the 9th. I had to think that for a second. On the 9th. Ah, okay, no problem. No problem. If I don't see you, at least enjoy your time with your family. But yeah, otherwise, 2 weeks. I'll be back. Yeah, because I'm going to be too stressed on this. I'll be packing and all the stuff. But yes, we're going to go and raid Becky from Going Ape Costume. Also, lovely cosplayer. She's doing some butterflies work, so an OC character. So I will see you all Saturday.